I guess who forgot how close to Christmas it was going to be if they waited to record 2 weeks after you got back from MFF? Me. So we're going to do our one little Christmas cookie for the month here, but it's a really cool one. So let's make some little cookie wreaths. Okay, today for our ingredients, we have 3/4 of a cup of salted butter, 1 egg, a teaspoon of vanilla, a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, 2 cups of flour, 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder, 3/4 of a cup of sugar, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, and 2 tablespoons of whatever kind of chocolate liqueur you want to use. Okay, for mixing our cookies up, we're going to add the butter to a large bowl and just beat that until it's smooth, and then add in about half of the flour and beat that in, and then add in the egg, the sugar, the vanilla, the baking powder, and the cinnamon. Times when I wish I had 5 fingers there. And then beat all those in, and then we're going to stir in the rest of the flour, and then we're going to take out half of the dough, and then to the other half, we're going to add that cocoa powder and the chocolate liqueur and beat those together. And then we're going to chill the dough for about an hour until it's easy to handle. I realize I've never actually shown off my little baking buddy here in a video, so I'm going to do it now. Because the awesome commissioner I got this from is Corvus Crochet. And due to new US tax laws, thanks capitalism, they're not going to be able to take any payments from after the end of this year. So I'm going to put their link in the description and a little @ here if you can read it in the little weird font I use. Please go commission them. This thing is adorable. I love it, and they really need the support. So go check that out. Okay, so now that my little plug is done, I'm going to start off here and beat the butter together. Okay, and again add in about half of flour. Okay, and then add in the cinnamon, the baking powder, the vanilla, the egg, and the sugar. Okay. And once again, I have forgotten a rubber spatula, so be right back. Could make a pretty safe bet on how many times I forget to actually get all my stuff together before I start. Okay, and then we'll stir in the rest of the flour. Okay, now I'll take out half of this, And this dough's really thick already, so you could probably roll it out immediately if you wanted to, but I'm going to chill it for a little bit just to make it really easy to work with. So now we'll add in that cocoa powder and that chocolate liqueur. All right, there we go. Okay, now I'll stick these in the fridge for a little bit and then we'll continue. Okay, now that our dough is nice and chilled, I'm going to grab some flour here and lightly flour a little flat surface here. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, it's all good. Okay. And now we're going to take each half of our dough. Once I get it unstuck from my plate here, there we go. Okay. This has been my fridge for a few hours now. It's really solid. Work it out a little bit. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to roll each half of the dough out to a 12-inch wide log. Looks like I didn't divide those up quite evenly, but that's fine. Okay. And now we're going to cut each log into 24 pieces. So about ½ an inch wide. Okay. And now we're going to roll each of those pieces into a 6-inch wide log and then put a dark and a light one together and then twist them together to make a little spiral and then fold that into a circle to make our wreath. Oh, geez. These are going to be really uneven, but that's fine. I like more chocolate anyway. Okay. So now we'll carefully pick these together. I think I'm going to have to break the magic again here. Sorry. Hold together better after it's baked. So there's your challenge for this week. Divide the dough up better than I did. I probably should have not done the example with one of the end piece ones because These ones in the middle are working way better. So, little logs out, and then these ones in the middle are twisting together way more nicely. So, twist them together 5 or 6 times, and then pinch the ends together right like that. And then just carefully put them on the cookie sheet here. There we go. In the example recipe I have, they have all this extra stuff for where these are pinched together here. They cover them with half of a candied cherry and then get some chocolate frosting and have a fancy leaf pattern for the frosting to put those on, and then have little gold sprinkles to put on there. I am not that professional. If you want to go through all that, I'll list the steps for that in the description too, along with the cookies. But I'm just going to settle for them looking like this because they're just for me, so I don't really care how they look. Okay, to the oven. Okay, there we go. I did forget to mention earlier, but we bake these at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for about 8 to 10 minutes, just until the edges are firm. But now that that's done, they're done. And like I mentioned earlier, if you want to put in the effort, you can make these look a lot fancier. But next week, we'll do a cookie that looks really cool, and it's a lot less effort. So next week, we're going to be doing some jam thumbprint cookies. So meet me back here next week for that. Same time, same place. Until then, I hope you all have a great week. Love you all. Bye.